Muaaz Jones here, first time investor. I'm here with a brand new video, and this video is just going to be an update on the house search for me. So last time I left off, I was talking about the credit, but originally, just a chapter of what's going on with me. I left off at, looking at this property over in Farmerville, and I actually showed the whole video and how good of an investment it would be because it had a whole bottom half that just needed a permit for, and that was pretty much repairable, with the right amount of money. And considering I was doing the FHA 203K, everything could have worked out. I'm not saying it would have, but it could have. But unfortunately, that deal, and I'm a little upset about it, but that offer was accepted, and it's actually my fault because when I seen that property, I should have jumped on it right then and there. The taxes was low, the area was perfect, and the house was, it had a lot of potential in it. So unfortunately, I did lose out on that deal. Maybe it will get back on the market, maybe not. But as far as looking for homes, it been tough because, when you want to look for a home, you want to look for something that's going to, not just benefit you just by space, but you want to look at it, like I said, the whole purpose of this channel is to invest your money, and you want to make sure that you're getting the best investment for your money. And this not just, this will have anything to do with just short term. This is long term equity in your property. And you want to make sure that you have, the equity in your property. You want to make sure that you can actually invest in your property. And when I say that, like, I actually mean, just me personally, everybody know my goal. My goal is to do, rental properties, which is why I'm making this channel. And my first property will obviously be my rental property. And I want to make sure that I have the space to rent, make money just by renting this property out. So today, I actually just want to go over certain things. Just want to talk a little bit about, how I find houses, how I look at houses, where I'm looking at, and my specs. And I try not to be strict. I try to let some things slide when it comes to me looking for properties. It's just that sometimes, you might find a property that you like, and it might be one small thing, such as taxes, that may throw you off. Or it might be a property that you like with low taxes, and you might have to suffer location and, inconvenience by, driving 40 miles every single day just to get to the major highway. So things like that, you gotta just, consider when you're looking for homes. And if it's for, like, your family, then it shouldn't be as hard. Maybe I'm wrong, but, when it comes to, just buying a house, you gotta make sure that everything fits you. And the good thing is, I'm on my own. I'm doing this by myself. So I don't have anybody whispering in my ear about, get a house with a big kitchen, get a house, just things like that. So that's one good thing. So today I just want to go over everything. I just want to show you how I look for homes. I do a screen share from my laptop, which is why I'm actually sitting down today. And I just show you guys pretty much everything on how I look for homes. I'll show you guys the information my real estate agent sends me. And that's pretty much it for this video. I also want to give you guys a special update of what's going on this weekend. Some major surprises, major value. I'm going to be attending this whole seminar in New Jersey. And hopefully, it's not hopefully, it should be great because, you connecting with a lot of people. It's major players that's going to be there. People talking about flipping houses, investing in real estate, wholesaling, getting cash from hard lenders, things like that. So that's very important. I want to record everything, show you guys how important this is and why it's, why everybody is jumping on it now. So like I said, I'm gonna just go into my laptop and show you guys the whole process of just, me looking for homes. Hello guys, this is me screen recording. So I just want to show you guys a couple of things on my computer screen. I don't want to make a whole video about this, but guys, this is awesome. Download OBS Studio. This software allows you to pretty much broadcast everything that's on your computer monitor, and it works with Twitch, YouTube, and you can also do streaming. So just download this. It's a video about downloading this. I'll share that in the link, and pretty much I'll go over everything I spoke about earlier. So here we go. Don't mind all the tabs. I'm just looking at that. I'm gonna go into the house site I use, which is Zillow. So this is how I search for the house, and in a few I'll show you guys my email and what my agent sends me. So this is Zillow. This is what we're looking at here, guys. without showing you guys where I live at. But yes, I'm in New York. I'm in Long Island. This is Suffolk County specifically. And the reason for that is because, I'm already used to living out here. The investment is good because any rental properties in Suffolk County is usually, 1900 and up, depending on where you look at. If I do a 3 bedroom to 4 bedroom, I'm looking at a total income of 2500 max, and that's a month. So, like I said, it's a lot of money to be made out here, and you got the Hamptons over here, which is not my price range. So that's why you don't see anything popping up. I mean, you might get one or two houses, but besides that, most houses it's not popping up in the Hamptons. So if I want to do like you just say, I'm gonna just do a perfect example. I do any price, and you'll start seeing more houses pop up. So this is insane, guys. This is this how. Wait, hold on. Am I looking at this right? This is $175 million. This got to be like probably the top 20 of most expensive houses in the world. Like this is 125. I mean, I'm sorry, $175 million. Holy crap! This got to be like a whole community. Am I reading? I'm reading this number right, guys. This is insane. This is really insane. Oh my gosh. You pretty much buying a quarter of the island. Like you pretty much buying part of the island. Like how much you have your own private beach. I mean, this is insane, guys. But $175 million. Who can? I mean, people can afford this, which is crazy. But look how much your mortgage would be. I'm just messing around here, but $706,000 a month. That's insane. Wow, that's crazy. And this is the Hamptons. Like, look, guys, this is what Long Island is known for. Expensive houses out here. Look, this is crazy. $53 million. That's a lot. I mean, I know $175 million is insane, but this is $53 million is a lot of money. And this is what you get for $53 million. I mean, it's nice, but it's 53 million. All right, guys. Enough looking at things that I cannot afford. It just, one day, one day, one day. That's how I look at it. One day, can I spend $39 million on a house? Can I? I mean, if I had it, I probably will. I know we say we won't because we don't have it, but sometimes you gotta think like that. All right, so just this is just perfect example. I'm just showing you guys how to look at houses. So I put the price to any only because I want to expand my search. And when it comes down to looking at houses, you want to look at the square footage of something. So anything 1,500 and up. I mean, you're looking to pay at least in the mid 200,000s, and depending on the house, like I said, it could be worth your investment. So I'm gonna just look at this as an example. This is a 5 bedroom house in West Babylon. The reason why this would be a great investment is because this is a high ranch. And just me looking at this, high ranches are great investments because it's normally 2 floors, a top half and a bottom half. And this is obviously renovated. It has a garage, but this is like I said, this have potential and rental. And as you can see, this is cool because whenever you have a high ranch, you always want to have another entryway. Just and make it a lot easier to do a rental legally without any entryways, any exits. You can't legally make it a rental home. I mean, you could do it illegally, but that's not what we're doing over here. We want to make sure everything's legit. So just to give you guys an idea, this is $400,000 here. This is a 5 bedroom, 2 bathroom. I mean, I could assume the second bathroom is at the bottom. Uh, I'm guessing. I'm not sure how the layout is, but guys, this is something. You spend $400,000 and you could easily make your money back within 15 years. but you getting passive income, which is why, guys, this is what we want to do. We want to do rentals. You don't want to flip. You want to rental because this is a long term investment for you. This is great. It's a long term investment. So this is $400,000. Your mortgage is 1,600, and that's not including taxes and anything. Zillow is not good with showing taxes, so I usually get all the information from my real estate agent. So this say 9,000. This actually might not be 9,000. It might be a little less or it might be a little more. And this is obviously showing 20%. This shows the PMI, which is no PMI because you're putting 20% down, obviously. But if you was to put 10% down in conventional, uh, your payments would be almost $3,000. And interest rates is that's today's price for interest rates. Home insurance is this much a year, and your taxes is 9,000. This is just a broad estimate. It might not actually be this, but guys, just look at this number, and I'm gonna just do the math here. I didn't set up a calculator on my laptop, but I'm gonna just just do it from my phone just to give you guys an estimation. So this is Babylon. Babylon is a big player when it comes to pricey houses. This is Babylon. So usually Babylon is next to the water. It's actually a beautiful place to live. And if you're doing a rental property and you're renting both halves, this is legit. This is, I mean, for a two-bedroom downstairs, which is most likely is, you can easily just get $2,000 just from the bottom half. That's just one half. Now, if the top half is uh three bedrooms, one bathroom, you see that kitchen, just you could easily just obtain $2,600 for the top, and that's just an estimation. So 2,600, and you got $2,000. That's $4,600 a month. And guys, although it might sound good, you also gotta consider your expenses and how much it'll cost you. And but this house does look pretty new. I mean, it doesn't like it have any issues. Oh, I can't really tell, but it does look pretty renovated. So things like this, I mean, $400,000 is a lot, but it might pay off to you. Some people don't buy these houses for investment; they buy it to live in it because it's already renovated, ready to move in. But something like this is great. So I got sure everything is pretty much worth what I'm doing. So the next home is a four-bedroom. This one is 1,800 square feet. So this is not bad because it's 1,800 square feet, and obviously you pay for the space. This is in Ronkonkoma. Ronkonkoma is a big player, guys. If you see this location right now and you live out here, you would know what I'm talking about. And it's two reasons why it's a big player. This is why the airport is right inside the town around Ronkonkoma. This is the airport, guys. This is the only airport with, I guess, in Suffolk County. The next one is in Farmingdale, if I'm not mistaken, or Amityville, between the two. But this is Long Island MacArthur, and that's just one reason why Ronkonkoma is going up in price. That's one reason why. The second reason why is because of this. Well, that's Central Islip, but normally it's because of the train station. I can find it over here somewhere on the map. Guess this is it, right over here. So that's Ronkonkoma Railroad. This is, a lot of people was building up in this area, and that's because it's a money maker. Like they just built the second track, if I'm not mistaken, or a third track, and a lot of people want to be closer to the tracks because it's convenient just going back and forth to Penn Station or going back and forth to Queens or in Brooklyn. This right here is golden. If you could buy a property in Ronkonkoma or in this area, guys, it's gonna be expensive for one. Your taxes is gonna be high. But if you're looking for an investment or even just a living, I mean you'll build equity over time. But if you're looking for investment and you could jump on something in this area, go for it. Like seriously, go for it. So that's just one more example. Let's see what else we got. Another thing I look at is how long it been on the market. That's something you guys got to consider because
things that have been on the market, for example. I mean, this is a $55 million house. I mean, I expect it to be on the market for this long. Well, not this long. This is like three years, 2 years and a half. But this is a long time. This is insane. But I gotta stop looking at these things. Oh, it's another high ranch over here. Right? Yeah. All right. So let's see. I was just looking at. All right. This is Mill Place. This is on the north side of Long Island, and this house is $300,000. This has a lot of space. 2,700 square footage is insane. For the price, we don't know if it's worth it yet because we don't know how the home is. But let's just read the description. Almost 2,700 square foot of living, tons of potential, make it your own. Beautiful flat, 1.29 acre with lots, I mean LGS front, I don't know what that means. Maybe I do know what I mean. And back. But good bones, need TLC, being sold as is, 9 foot cellar in the basement, plus a 3 car garage. This is, we don't know what kind of deal it is yet. Let me just look at the pictures. Let me just look at, like I said, guys, I look at everything before you know, contact my agent about going to see a property because I need to make sure it's worth my time. I don't see any history on it, but that happens sometimes. So this is your mortgage, taxes is low. Don't go by Zillow number. It could be different. So I usually stay away from Zillow's number. That's 20% down. You don't have to pay a PMI if you want to pay a PMI. I mean, just $200 extra. Well, let's say it right there. It's $132 extra. All right, so let's look at the pictures. I hate when that happens. Click that again. So it says it needs TLC. You can't really tell until you actually look at the property. This is a 3 car garage though. This house is big. It's huge. All right, they said it needs TLC. I mean, I don't see any. But you can't really go by pictures. But this house doesn't look bad. I mean, for the price, you may be able to get an FHA, may not, but the price is pretty much kinda high, so you might not get approved for FHA. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the max might only be 300,000, so you might be able to do it. If I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, it should be $300,000, but that's that. And I just showed you guys a high ranch. This is a high ranch. Houses like this is usually golden. I actually never seen this before, but this is in my price range. You see high ranch, 5 bathroom. I mean, I'm sorry, 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. But let's look at the pictures. Let's see what we're looking at, guys. I just seen something that just scared me. Yeah, that's kind of scary. Obviously, it needs a lot of work, but I also seen worse. But guys, this is a high ranch. I don't know what the ins and outs on this house, but people buy high ranches, and it's for that reason. You get two incomes. You get income from upstairs and income from downstairs. And I mean, if you put another, I don't really know the ins and outs of this house, so maybe you probably have to put another 50 to 80 grand. Probably not even that. I mean, I see you need a lot of renovations interior wise. Exterior doesn't look so bad, but I can't really tell. I mean, let's look at this picture. Wait, let's go back. I mean, it does look like it need a lot of, exterior. All right. So, I mean, I'll get more into detail as far as my pricing. But some of these houses is pretty, I mean, according to New York prices, these are bad depending on the space. But for something like this, honestly, I would not buy a 1,100 square foot house for 315. That's just insane. I mean, you guys seen although it's a nice house, don't get me wrong. It's just, yeah, I mean, it's not worth it. You don't get. I mean, you'll probably build equity because of the area, but besides that, it's just not. I mean, for me personally. So what happens is I check Zillow usually every day, and whenever I don't check it, I feel like I miss out on opportunity. But I also get emails whenever my agent do find something. It's actually like an automatic thing. So, like I said, area is a big thing, and taxes is also a bigger thing. So I gotta keep in mind for that. So for something like this is actually this is insanely high. Although you get 22 square footage, this is insanely high. But the reason for that is because it's in Smithtown. I mean, I could see it being lower if it was somewhere else, but this is insanely high. Like I said, Zillow is bad when showing taxes. Usually get the information, as you can see. You know, I mean, somebody must have did work to it because it was sold for 465. But that's a whole different ball game. So yeah, sometimes Zillow does show it, and it's showing $14,000 a year for taxes. So, not only are you paying us an expensive mortgage, you also paying high taxes. And if you was to put 20% down, then you're looking at $123,000 in cash. So, but far as the house, yes, it is a nice house. It was built in 1969, but everything was renovated, as you can see. You can actually look at the old picture and see that it's partially new. I'm not sure how often Google updates. Hopefully, I think it's yearly. I think they update every year. But yes, it's a beautiful home. Don't get me wrong. It's actually a big. Oh wow! Now I'm starting to understand why it's so much money. I mean, this home looks huge. Okay, maybe. I mean, it is big and ground pool, but let's not look. We're not looking at that right now. This one is actually bigger and it's actually cheaper. So guys, we just seen a $600,000 house with 2,200 square feet. This one is like, look at the price. This one is a lot cheaper by a lot, and it also it's more space. You always want to read the description and make sure it's not a cash offer. I mean, if it's a foreclosure, depending on what you want to get into, foreclosures is not bad. I could also make a video on that. Uh, Short sales also aren't so bad. I mean, the process might take a little longer because you gotta wait for the bank to approve a price, but it's not so bad. This property is actually not bad at all. Wow, it also has a pool. So guys, I mean, look look at it like this. When you're looking at houses, you want to make sure it's for you. Like I said earlier, you want to make sure that it's worth every penny you're spending. And in our situation, I mean, if you want an investment part of the house, I'm sorry that I'm looking at these things. It's just, it's motivation. This thing is beautiful. Like the homes they have out there. Like it's funny because most of the times where most of the places I work is usually obviously further than my house. Like, I usually work 20 miles, 30 miles, sometimes 50 miles out more. And a lot of times it's times where I do work in Southampton. I never see these things. Like, where is this at? This is insanely beautiful. This is 7 bedrooms right here. Obviously, this is more like whenever you get into like the $1 million homes, far as investment purposes, usually the agent come out on top. The agent come out on top because the sale of a $42 million home is very profitable for that agent. So a lot of times that one agent is on top when it comes to these homes. I mean, far as flipping, I mean that market is hard, especially when it comes to expensive houses like these. So you usually don't get much from that. You usually make more money doing, cheaper houses such as things like 90,000. I mean, this house is pretty. It's not really worth. Oh, it is spacious as you can see. I didn't realize that. But yeah, I mean, look at this. This is in Bohemia. This is just want to make sure everything is exactly what it says. So this is $89,000. I don't know why it's so cheap, but it's always a catch. This is actually good for a flip. Some places is good for a flip, and this is probably one of those things that's actually good for a flip. This is $89,000. Uh, and you could easily just do 20% on this without even second guessing yourself. Just $17,000 down payment for the house, and obviously you got one year your closing. But this is like this is why not? But like I said, you always gotta look at the ins and outs. You just don't look at Zillow and say, "Hey, I want this house." Always make sure you look at the ins and outs. So here we go. We have a 4 bedroom. This number can't be right. It say 9,000 square footage. It must be talking about total, not the home. 9,000 square feet. It's like the mansions we were just looking at in the Hamptons. So we always want to read the description. I'm not gonna read it out. I'm just leave it here. And as I'm looking at it, it's a ready to move in home. Uh, $500,000, which is pretty high, obviously. But let's see why it's worth that much money. So this is another high ranch. It must be 2 bedrooms up top and two at the bottom. The thing with these is that you always got to make sure that, like I said, sometimes they might not have kitchens at the bottom, so it's hard to rent that. I mean, unless you do a full renovation. This pictures don't do any justice. It does show a beautiful home, but it doesn't do any more justice than that. So what else we have here? This is a foreclosure in Corum. Let's see what this house is looking like here. This house is actually it's not bad. It's beautiful. They just did a renovation on it. It does look like it's a high ranch, or at least it's a full basement. Let me just see. It does. Yeah, actually, it might be something like that. You just kind of see like the windows in front of it. Yep, it is a high ranch. So yeah, high ranches, guys. This is, people renovate these for a reason. People want to buy these. See, these is like, it's the same thing as buying a two-family home. The only difference is you get a lot more money with rent. I mean, renting this property because you know it's out in Long Island. This is this is pretty much my price range. It's been difficult, like I said. I mean, I see some deals. Sometimes I don't see deals. Sometimes it's not worth my time, or it's not even worth, me even looking at them because it's not like, for example, this is a high ranch. This is sold as is. It has potential. It has 3 bedrooms, and me personally, it must have more bedrooms. It's just that it's probably illegal. So this is, I mean, what is this? I don't know. The taxes is probably high because it's around Concord, which is why my agent never sent me anything on it, because usually she would. So this is pretty much, it's probably a waste of my time. Although it say $5,000 in taxes, it might be more. Uh, Let me see if I sent her. It does need a lot of work. Like I said, I usually just let her know, and then she'd come back with me and tell me if it's worth my time or not. That's why I haven't been seeing any other properties yet, because a lot of these properties haven't been worth my time. This is a little like home is boarded. I don't do boarded homes because I don't know what I'm getting into. Same thing with foreclosure. Some foreclosures you can actually see it. Pre-foreclosures, you really can't do anything about that. But foreclosures have been in the market for a while. You can actually look at it. So this is 7 days on the market. Obviously, this is fully renovated. It's actually very beautiful. So, I mean, and honestly, this area is Shirley. I've been looking at places up there. It's just that, for example, this is very inconvenient for me personally. and I'm not sure how easy it will be to rent it out because it's so inconvenient. So this is just an idea of where I'm driving to. Main highway is here. So that's a 20-minute commute just to get to the highway. And I don't work close to home. Like I just said, I'm usually far out, sometimes in the city, sometimes up north. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got. I've been looking and I haven't seen it. Okay, so we do have another high ranch. This is in Huntington. It's a little further out north. I mean, I'm sorry, it's actually west, but it's north. It doesn't show me any pictures, but it is a high ranch, and high ranch is always, profitable. Oh, look at the home. That dang it, guys. This is the home in my last video. Sucks because I actually like this home, but maybe it wasn't meant to be. So we see this say 10,000 square. It's no way. This is 10,000. I sent this to my agent, but before I actually read the description, this is only a cash offer, no financing. They don't even take rehabs, and not only that, the people still lives there, so it's do not disturb occupants. And a lot of times, that's not an easy thing to do, especially people who squat. You can't really. I mean, you gotta go through laws to get them out. So I don't mess with anything that says occupancy to a certain date. This is another cash offer, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Like I said, a lot of these places I've seen because I look every single day. I mean, if it's 7 days, 4 days and up, I've seen it. Anything that's one day, I may not have. This is another place in Selden. This place is actually huge. I've been looking at it. The only thing with this is that the taxes is literally over $14,000. That's the same amount that I was showing you earlier with that $600,000 house. So that's insane, especially for a cheap house. I would never even think about paying that much. So this is my house search here, guys. So I'm gonna just show you guys something very quick without. Let me pull it up first. Most of the times, your pre-approval runs out, and I usually get new pre-approvals. This is actually my mortgage lender. She's not a broker. She's actually the actual lender. That's coming from Freedom Mortgage. So these are all my pre-approvals. Guys, you need a pre-approval before you look at anything. I spoke about that. This is my agent sending me all matches, and I just want to show you some examples on how she does it and how all agents should do it. So this is the FHA 203K one I was talking about. Well, I actually made a whole video about it. So this is straight off the MLS, and this is good because it shows me. It actually shows you all the information about the property. Same thing, gives you pictures. Sometimes Zillow don't show pictures, so when she sent me this, I might see pictures on it. As you can see, it shows the taxes, bedrooms. So that's pretty much it. That's all I want to talk about. That's how I search for homes. I can't think of anything to talk about now, but I do have a major update for you guys, as I spoke about earlier. And that update is pretty much what's going on this weekend, guys. I have some major value I want to give you guys, and I'll probably make this video either Monday or Tuesday. But guys, I have some major things. I actually want to record me just taking this trip to the seminar and showing you guys that it's the whole connection thing. Everybody connecting with each other. You're learning some things. And I'm not the smartest person. I don't know everything, but I am, up to par when it comes to, real estate. And, that's why I want to make this channel so I can show you guys that's possible to do it. It's never doubt yourself. You could do this. Never say you can't buy a house. People feel like they can't buy a house. It's impossible because they have no money. Honestly, it's baby steps. First, get your credit, right. All your delinquencies and collections, get them off. That's number one. That's very important. Number two is you need that income. You got to make sure you have passive income, and that's honestly something that will benefit you in getting a loan. You want to have good credit, and that goes with step one, making sure all your collections is off. Build your credit up. So I mean, it's possible, and I want to show you guys that before any of this, before me looking at a house, guys, I couldn't even get a car. Like my credit was so screwed up, and it's slowly getting better. It's not the best, but I'm able to get pre-approvals like this. As you can see, I'm able to get you know this is pre-approved. So I'm able to get that because of my credit. And it just takes time, it takes you just working hard, and that's all it is. So it's not impossible to get a home. You could be 20 years old, you could buy your home. I seen people who did it. I seen 19-year-old kids buy their own house. So it's not impossible. It's doable. Don't matter your age, don't matter how young you are or how old you are, or if you feel like you can't do it. You can do this. All this is just another obstacle in your life that's waiting to be overcome, and you can do it. Buying a house is not it's not the easiest thing, but it's a lot more things in life that's harder, and you can honestly do it. So with that being said, I'm gonna leave this video just to that, and hopefully you guys listen, you guys understand where I'm coming from, and check out my next video. And like I said, I got some major updates that's coming on for the weekend, and just check that out. So again, thanks for watching my YouTube channel, and please subscribe. If you like this video, give me a like, and I'll be sure to answer any comments. Also, you can also DM me on Instagram, which I will also leave in the link below. Another thing is, I will also leave a link on the channel that showed me how to do the whole screen sharing, and I'll also leave a link on the website on how to download it. But besides that, guys, thanks a lot for watching my channel.